I take pride in my I take pride in my high points. I like all of my high points, but my my 380, the one that has the stripe down it. They put the stripe down it so that you would know that it's a 380 rather than a 9 millimeter, right? It, you don't have the confusion. You know what I'm saying? You cannot shoot a a 9 millimeter out of a 380. You can't. But I did hear you could shoot a 380 out of a nine. It's just a shorter nine. You know what I'm saying? These pistols are the working man Glock 26. This is exactly what they are. I picked both of these up brand new for I think it was $170 out the door, and they're not really heavy. They are around the same size as the Glock 26, and I have big hands and they fit perfectly in my hand. You know, they are easier to conceal than, of course, their full size offerings, which would be the High Point 45 handgun, the High Point 40 handgun, and the 10 millimeter handgun. They are easier to conceal. And your self defense, your Second Amendment, you should not be limited because you don't have a lot of money, right? A lot of people don't have a lot of money these days. It is what it is. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of people are unfortunately working just part time. I bump into people all the time. You know, they're only getting part time hours. What's been happening in Western New York is that the Canadians are not coming over. So there's a lot of people that are losing their jobs, or there's a lot of people that, like I said, they're only getting part-time hours because we depend upon Canadian tourism. That's just the way it is. So, and a lot of these Canadians are not coming over because number one, they don't like Donald Trump. That is the reason. I talked to a couple of them, and they don't like what he's doing. I don't like a lot of what he's doing either, so I can understand why they're not coming over here. And also they are going through their financial problems as well. You know, they are going through their financial problems as well. So this is hard times for the world. You know what I'm saying? It's not that Canadians are not coming over here, but they are not coming over here in the numbers that we are accustomed to. So, you know, there are people that are suffering, and you know, there are some people that don't own any handguns or any firearms at all. I wanted to talk to that sister who said that she was going through this guy literally breaking into her house and destroying her property, and she does not have a gun. And I was just like, you don't have not one firearm to protect yourself, home defense at all? It's kind of strange, you know what I'm saying? So I wholeheartedly recommend High Point for home defense and street defense. I have extensively shot both of these fine pistols, and they always go bang. They always, you know, the people that hate High Point are the people that don't own any High Points. That's just the way it is, man. The people that hate High Point are the people that don't own High Point. They've never shot High Point, and what they do is they think that a low price equals junk. No, it does not. I'm holding the 380 in my hand right now. This is a fine tool for what it was designed for. It is small, it is concealable, and it goes bang every time. So You could say to yourself that you want a Glock 26, and there's nothing wrong with getting a Glock 26, right? But a lot of these Glock 26s are going to run you like $500 after taxes, after paying your fees for the background check or your pistol permit office to put it on your card if you need a card where you live. You know what I'm saying? But to walk out the door with a very capable handgun for less than $200, it's just quite an amazing deal. It really is. If you're not rich, like most people are not, and you need to conserve your dollars like most people do, I suggest getting a high point. I totally suggest, if you need protection, I suggest that you go ahead and you go get you a high point. And if you've never shot a handgun before, I suggest that you go ahead and you get your high point 380. Just go ahead and do it. And not only that, closing it out, if you are a woman, you definitely need a high point 380. A lot of women who have never shot any sort of firearms before, a 380 is not going to scare you. A 9mm is going to be kind of stout for somebody that has never fired a gun before. A 380 literally is the same as shooting a 22 long rifle. It just does not have this dramatic kick. It wouldn't scare anybody, seriously. I mean, if I was to take somebody out on the range that has never shot a handgun before, I would take you out and I would let you shoot my 380 with one bullet in the chamber and let you fire it, hold it with both hands, and then, you would see that it is very, very, very comfortable. And it will kill anybody. 380 will kill anybody. I don't give a shit how big you are. You could be a 300-pound UFC killer. And if I pop you with a 380, you're going down. You know what I'm saying? So it's time for people that don't have firearms to start looking at affordable options, affordable and effective. And I love High Point. I really do think that it deserves the respect in the firearm world. It deserves the same respect as a Glock does. It deserves the same respect, and it doesn't go off like some of these other guns that have been involved in litigation. It doesn't go off on its own. It is a very reliable firearm. And that's all I got for today.